I'm Brian, and welcome to Achieving Superior Performance in Sustainable Formulations. I'd like to thank everyone for joining, and I'd like to thank Cosmetics Business for the opportunity to present the information. It's clear that sustainability continues to be an important topic, not only in our industry, but in the marketplace in general. Spate, a machine intelligence solutions provider, recently reported that a monthly average of more than 778,000 internet searches were conducted on the term sustainability in the US alone over the past year. Indeed, sustainability is driving innovation in the personal care industry. If we're going to talk about sustainable formulating, we first need to define what that means. Once we've properly provided a context for sustainability, then we can go on to talk about how we can verify those claims. One thing is clear, that consumers aren't willing to compromise on performance. So it's not enough to just provide them with a sustainable formulation. It also needs to perform. This presents formulators with challenges. Fortunately for us, superior performance and sustainable product offerings is within reach, and we'll discuss how. Mintel's Global New Products database offers numerous examples of how manufacturers in the industry continue to strive for sustainability in their product offerings. A few examples are listed on this slide from Unilever, OWA Hair Care, and Procter & Gamble. The sustainable features include recycled and reduced packaging, as well as water conservation. And these examples serve to highlight the various approaches to sustainability in the industry. So how do we define sustainability? We've all heard the terms, we've all seen them in print. Low emissions, clean, waste-free, organic, bio-based. It's important if we're going to talk about providing sustainable formulations that we define what that means. The Personal Care Products Council broadly defines sustainability across environmental impacts, social and economic value, and governance in the beauty and PC industry. More details are available in their 2019 sustainability report, which is available on their website. Across the industry, there are other definitions, and those include agricultural-based ingredients, ingredient traceability, and indeed zero waste packaging. For the sake of our discussion today, we're going to focus on finished formulations that maximize bio-based content. This is where the formulations are largely derived from ingredients that arise from renewable sources. Now that we've properly defined sustainability, it's important that we talk about how we can verify our claims. There are multiple organizations within the industry that provide independently verified compliance with respect to sustainability, and a few of those are listed on this slide. The USDA BioPreferred program focuses on ensuring that the raw materials and ingredients that are used in finished products are derived from renewable sources. They provide a certification of the bio-based content of the finished products. EcoVadis is a provider of business sustainability ratings, and they provide evidence-based assessment from a team of experts. The Sustainability Consortium has more than 100 members, and they translate complex sustainability issues into innovation and actionable outcomes. They develop and align global metrics and tools. And the Environmental Working Group is a nonprofit that provides verification of the transparency and health of the ingredients. It's their goal to ensure for consumers that the products that they're purchasing are free from harmful chemicals. So we've talked about how to define sustainability, and we've also talked about means for verifying sustainability. One thing is clear though, it's not enough just to provide an eco-friendly formulation and finished product. Consumers still want products that work. They want to feel good from an ethical perspective and purchase something that's sustainable, but they also want to feel good from a product perspective. and premium performance is preferred. This means that formulators face many challenges. They'd like to ensure that they have sustainable sourcing. They want to ensure transparency. And in some cases, formulators are relying on what they refer to as acceptable natural when it comes to ingredients. But in the end, they have to ensure that they're meeting consumer needs because the products must work. In subsequent slides, we'll review how silicones can provide premium performance as an integral part of sustainable formulations and product options. For those attendees who may not be familiar with how silicones are manufactured, this slide provides an overview. Silicones are derived mostly from naturally occurring raw materials. They offer premium performance in sustainable formulating. So elemental silicon is the second most abundant element in the Earth's crust, comprising around 27%. And it's found predominantly as silica, sand, and quartz. So quartz is reacted with carbon under high temps and converted into silicon metal. And from there, the silicon metal is reacted with methyl chloride to produce chlorosilane. The chlorosilane are further hydrolyzed with water, and subsequently, we manufacture polydimethylsiloxane, or PDMS. In the personal care industry, dimethicone is a standard INCI name that most of you may be familiar with, but there are certainly other INCIs that are comprised from silicone products. We believe that silicones are an integral part of bio-based formulating. Silicone surfactants can be used to maximize the bio-based content in many formulations, and a few of those are shown here as representative examples. So here we list a liquid primer base, a tinted moisturizer, an ultra hydration lotion, and a sunscreen. And as you can see, all of these are USDA certified formulations comprised of more than 90% bio-based ingredients. In these formulas, it's the silicone invert emulsifier that provides a high efficacy that ties all of the materials together and allows for the highest content of renewable materials possible. Invert emulsions historically outperform regular emulsions and provide premium moisturization. And the inclusion of the silicone surfactant translates to a premium aesthetic. We'll go on to further explore formulations using silicones that contain a high amount of bio-based content. This formulation example, named Sundays 2, is an improvement over the sunscreen formula that we talked about in the previous slide. So this formula was jointly developed with ACT Solutions and features a 93% bio-based content, as well as low EWG ratings. We like to refer to this formula as reef safe, people safe, and sustainable. It's reef safe because it uses zinc oxide, which is one of the few UV filters that it isn't facing regulatory scrutiny across the industry. It's people safe because it sports ingredients which are low EWG rated, meaning that they're safe for people. And it's sustainable because it features a 93% bio-based content. It's a super soft invert emulsion sunscreen, perfect for everyday facial use. And it also offers moderate body protection. So how are we measuring premium performance? In this case, we're referencing panel testing. In the spider diagram to the right of the slide, you can see that the inclusion of the silicone products provides a premium, not only feel, but a reduced white cast rub out. So the improvement that we made over the original Sundays formulation was to add 1% of a silicone wax, acetyl dimethicone. The acetyl dimethicone has a low EWG rating of 1. You can see in the panel test results detailed on the left of the slide that just 1% addition considerably reduces the white cast rub out. White cast rub out for sunscreens is perceived as a negative for consumers because the longer that it takes the consumers to rub the sunscreen into their skin, the less desirable it is. Even with the addition of the 1% cetyl dimethicone, the formulation bio-based content still exceeds 93%. This second formulation example, an ultra-light tinted moisturizer named Hint of Tint, offers a modest amount of coverage, but also high protection from harmful UV rays. It features renewable ingredients, and the silicone surfactant offers the premium aesthetic as well as the efficacy that ties all of these ingredients together. It excels at incorporating the iron oxides, and this formula could also double as a liquid blush depending on the types and amount of iron oxides that you're adding. The invert emulsifier equals high moisturization. It outperforms a regular emulsion, and the formulation has that high bio-based content and premium feel. The Hint of Tint formula provides premium performance in all respects. It's an incredible everyday facial product formulation, which is helped by the 10% humectant loading. But also it uses UVA attenuating titanium dioxide instead of pigmentary TiO2. And we allow for UVB for vitamin D synthesis. It has amazing aesthetics from the optimized blend of emulsifiers. And it's also cyclomethicone free, which depending on the region that you're in is critical from a regulatory perspective. And again, it offers a 98% bio-based content. If you were to want to improve the aesthetic even further, you could likely add a small amount, maybe 1% or 2%, of a silicone wax, such as cetyl dimethicone. Silicones are ideal for sustainable formulating because they're also excellent at incorporating natural oils. So natural oils are touted as hair conditioners, skin moisturizers, acne fighters, and nail strengtheners. And many silicone emulsifiers, again, allow for that oil compatibility and easy incorporation of natural oils into your formulations. So you can harness those benefits and then still get the premium aesthetic from the silicone itself. And this allows you to maintain largely bio-based formulations. Silicones are ideal because they allow for lower energy requirements as well. Many of these surfactants are conducive to cold processing, and cold processing results in numerous benefits, including lower equipment costs, reduced manufacturing times, and the ability to mix phases separately. And more importantly, many ingredients that are out there could be compromised by heating. And if you use a silicone surfactant and cold processing, you can avoid that altogether. These benefits largely translate to a reduced carbon footprint for manufacturers and a lower overall environmental impact, but you're still maintaining performance from the silicones. Hopefully the information provided today helps to offer some perspective on how formulating sustainable options doesn't have to come at the expense of premium performance. The next couple of slides will provide some perspective on how Siltech can assist you with developing and formulating sustainable formulations and products. So environmental stewardship is ingrained in our culture, and we're very proud of our 2019 EcoVadis rating of silver. We continue to strive to improve our manufacturing operations, and we continually invest in modernizing our production facilities to achieve the most efficient manufacturing as well as minimization of our waste streams. And we strive to achieve the highest EcoVadis rating possible. In many cases, silicones offer a greener alternative to commonly used petroleum-based products due to their efficacy. We like to promote that Siltech is strategically poised to meet your personal care needs. So our company has built a reputation of being at the forefront of creating novel silicones. We are rapid at commercialization. So from the point of inception of an idea or a product, we can scale up to the pilot scale in mere weeks. and often from pilot scale to large scale manufacturing in a matter of weeks or at least a minimal amount of time for us to provide you with reproducible end use products. We are experts in organomodification of the silicone backbone. If you can think of a performance benefit that you would like to obtain, or also you would like to think you have a chemistry that you would like to use, it's likely that we can incorporate that with the silicone backbone and provide it for you. We do have unparalleled technical, production, and commercial support, and we would like to partner with you today. And with that, I would again like to thank everyone for joining, and I'm happy to answer any questions that anyone might have. Thank you.